It is always adventurers traveling to Masai Mara by road. The roads are good. You get to see a lot on the way. And within about 5 hours, pap, you are at the gate of Masai Mara National Reserve, one of the most visited magical places in Kenya. The reserve is under the management of the Narok County government. We check in at Tipilikwani Mara camp, quite in time for lunch. After lunch, we begin an afternoon game drive. Remember, most game drives are done in the morning and in the evening. That is when it is cool enough for animals to come out of their hiding. Our tour guide is Francis Siemon Tubula.
The big five, especially the black rhino that we have in the Masai Mara, is one very mean animal, always shy and aggressive at the same time. Before we start our safari, we got some little 1 or 2 briefings before we kick off. So first, you need to know this is an open vehicle that exposes you right to the nature. So you get to be careful, especially to your cell phones, otherwise you drop one in this long grass, I know it will mess up with your heartbeat. I will always discourage people from littering the park, and that's one of the things. Second thing, I will always discourage people breaking any form of rule, especially sitting on the car roof cover, and at the same time, maybe distracting animal, like yelling at them. You know, we have some excitement.
A weekend is enough to see a lot in the park. But today, allow me to pick only 2 moments, a moment with elephants and a moment with cheetahs. Let's begin with elephants.
In general information, the elephants live up to about 60 years, with a gestation period of up to 22 months. A newborn baby elephant weighs up to 120 kilos, immediately born. These guys live in familyhood, whereby the family is headed or ruled by the senior-most female that we call the matriarch.
Now on to a moment with cheetahs. A moment that brought everything to a standstill at some point as 4 cheetahs majestically walked by, marking their territory, occasionally mingling with a convoy of about 30 tour vehicles freely. A cheetah is the world's fastest animal on land. It can run at 112 to 117 kilometers per hour, but it is a limited speed that lasts for only about 30 seconds. Tipilikwani gave us yet another treat, a Sandana, and here we interacted with both local and international tourists.
My name is Bobby Clark. I work for foundations. I advise foundations on their investments, and I live in Dallas, Texas.
What made you come to Kenya?
I have loved Africa since I was a very small child. This is my second time in Kenya. I love Kenya because the country does such a good job of protecting wildlife and protecting beautiful spaces, and there are so many beautiful spaces to see. We're staying at Tipilikwani.
How is it for you there?
It's fantastic. It's right on the edge of the park. We have animals that come into the camp at night, so we have to be careful. And the staff is wonderful. They're very kind.
My name is Karim. I have been to 10, 11 parks, Samburu, Savo, Amboseli, Manyara, everywhere, with my parents when I was young. But I came 7 years ago with my children for the first time. They were born in California, so I brought them here to see where their parents came from. And we came to Mara. So suddenly we are in the middle of this huge 1,500 square mile park with the beautiful sun rays behind us. And who could have expected this? It's amazing. It is a sort of once in a lifetime experience. Beautiful.
Every day is unique at the Mara as we enjoy our stay at Tipilikwani Mara camp. Theo Shumwe is the camp manager.
You can imagine if you're swimming and the animals are there, grazing. It's like you're swimming next to the animals.
Masai Mara is known for wildebeest migration, one of the greatest wonders of the world that happens during the peak season between July and October.
The reason why Mara has become so popular is because of the wildebeest migration. And that's why it is the seventh wonder of the world. And the location of our camp, Tipilikwani, is quite ideal because access to the crossing areas is like a half an hour drive away to 45 minutes. In fact, Talek River, which actually border us and the park, normally the wildebeest come to take water from the Talek River.
Tipilikwani camp is known for exclusivity.
The main unique feature about Tipilikwani are the tents. Actually, the tents are quite huge. The beds are actually custom made. They are queen size for the twin and king size for the double bed. The main supplier of clients to Tipilikwani is Americans, Canadians, Australians and Germans. But since 2020, when we've had very few foreigners coming in, quite a number of locals have really supported us. And we've adjusted our product to fit their needs.
Great, so much to plunge into, so much to enjoy at Tipilikwani Mara Camp. There is time for everything, and this is it for today. Let's share more in our next episode.